Hi everyone, I'm so glad you're here. Understanding the language of money is crucial for your financial future. Today, we're stripping away the jargon and breaking down essential financial terms in a way that makes sense. Whether you're just starting out or looking to brush up on your knowledge, this video is for you. We'll cover everything from debt and leases to shareholders and transactions. Let's dive in. Let's talk about debt. Not all debt is created equal. Good debt is an investment in your future, like student loans for a degree or a mortgage on a home. It's about taking on manageable debt that will ultimately put you in a better financial position. But then there's bad debt, like credit card debt with high interest rates that can spiral out of control. Now let me tell you a story. I once knew a young woman, let's call her Sarah. Sarah was determined to get a degree in computer science, even though it meant taking on student loan debt. She knew that in the long run, this good debt would lead to a high-paying job and a brighter future. On the other hand, Sarah's friend Mark was constantly racking up credit card debt on unnecessary purchases. He fell into the trap of keeping up with the Joneses and ended up drowning in high-interest payments. The difference between Sarah and Mark? Sarah understood the power of using debt strategically, while Mark fell victim to the dangers of unmanaged, high-interest debt. Remember, it's not about avoiding debt altogether. It's about making smart choices that empower your future, not hold you back. Leasing can be a great option for some, but it's important to understand what you're signing up for. Essentially, you're paying for the right to use an asset, like a car or an apartment, for a specific period. There are two main types of leases: operating leases and financial leases. An operating lease is like renting. You use the asset for a while and then you give it back. A financial lease, on the other hand, is more like financing a purchase. Now, let's say you're considering leasing a car. It can be tempting: lower monthly payments, driving a new car every few years. But you need to weigh the pros and cons. Are you okay with never actually owning the car? Will you stay under the mileage limits? Remember, leasing isn't always the cheaper option in the long run. Do your research, compare costs with buying, and make sure it aligns with your financial goals. Gearing, also known as leverage, refers to how much debt a company uses to finance its operations. A high gearing ratio means the company has a lot of debt compared to its equity, which can be risky. Imagine a company that wants to build a new factory. They could finance it entirely with their own money, equity, or they could borrow some of it, debt. Borrowing money can be a good thing because it allows the company to do more with less of their own capital. However, if a company takes on too much debt and the business takes a downturn, they may struggle to make their loan payments. This is where high gearing can become dangerous. Think of it like this. A high-geared company is like a tightrope walker carrying a heavy load. When you're evaluating a company to invest in, pay attention to their gearing ratio. It can tell you a lot about their financial health and risk tolerance. And what you own. The key is to be mindful of your overall debt load and ensure that you're not living beyond your means. Chapter 5. Contracts. The fine print matters. Contracts are everywhere in the business world, and they don't always involve complicated legal jargon. Simply put, a contract is a legally binding agreement between two or more parties. Whether you're signing an employment agreement, a lease for an apartment, or even agreeing to the terms and conditions of a website, you're entering into a contract. The key is to understand what you're agreeing to before you sign on the dotted line. Don't be afraid to ask questions, clarify any confusing language, and, if necessary, have a legal professional review the contract before you commit. Once you sign, you're bound by those terms, so it's crucial to protect yourself. By taking the time to understand the terms of a contract before you sign, you're empowering yourself to make informed decisions and avoid potential pitfalls. Different types of transactions, the fees involved, and the security measures in place to protect your financial information. By staying informed about the latest developments in transaction technology, you can make smart, secure, and efficient financial decisions. Chapter 7. Shareholders. Owning a piece of the pie. Becoming a shareholder means you own a piece of a company. When you buy shares of a company's stock, you're essentially becoming a part owner. As a shareholder, you have certain rights, such as voting on important company decisions and receiving dividends if the company is profitable. Investing in the stock market can be a powerful way to grow your wealth over time. Of course, it's important to remember that investing always involves some level of risk. However, by diversifying your portfolio, investing for the long term, and doing your research, you can mitigate those risks and potentially reap the rewards of being a shareholder. Investing isn't just for the wealthy, it's for anyone who wants to take control of their financial future and build a more secure tomorrow. Congratulations on taking this important step towards mastering financial literacy. Understanding these terms is just the beginning. The real power comes from applying this knowledge to your own financial decisions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, seek guidance from trusted financial advisors, and continue to educate yourself. The world of finance can seem complex, but with the right tools and knowledge, you can achieve your financial goals and create a more secure future for yourself and your loved ones. Take what you've learned today and start building the financial future you deserve. If you found this useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more financial knowledge. Let us know in the comments which financial term you'd like us to explain next. See you in the next video.